This is WSM Nashville, 50,000 watt clear channel broadcasting service of the National Life and Accident Insurance Company.
A Central Electricity Generating Board production.
Cinderella, a romp for the festive season, starring Nora Crankthrobber as Cinderella and Fred Hacksaw as Vera, the fairy godmother. It was Christmas Eve on Hampstead Heath. All was quiet except for the distant rumble of traffic and the not-so-distant rumble of the courtesy tea trolley. Just one in a series of welcoming sights on a dark night. Deep in the woods lay a pretty little woodman's cottage, where 3 sisters lived. 2 of the sisters were quite fearsome. Their names were Frogula and Spidora. They weren't too hot on the good looks either. Frogula looked like Johnny Cash in drag, while Spidora was the nearest thing to a human being without actually being one. The 3rd sister, and the youngest of them all, was Cinderella. She was so boner, with a happy smile and large, friendly melons. Her sisters hated her for this and made her do all the naff things around the house, like scrubbing the dog, descaling the kettle, and oiling their rubberware. This particular morning, as Cinderella was ironing chickens, her sisters came storming out.
Cinderella! Prince Collywobble's holding one of his fabulous parties tonight.
Balls, dear.
It's true, I tell you. Here are tickets, and there's only 2. I tell you what, you can stay here and shampoo the cat.
Touch your rail, girl, I'm here. Look, of course you can go to the prince's ball, but just mind you don't do what the last Disney Queen did.
Well, what happened?
Well, there she is, splash dancing all over his parky floor, and the clock strikes 12. Now, I've told her, and I said, don't be any later than that, because the last district leaves Mansion House about then, and if you miss that, you won't get home. So out she rushes, skids on his doormat, gets one of her stilettos wedged in a ruck, and falls bra over elbow down the stairs. Well, my dear, she only had one shoe on, and there she is, running up and down Queen Victoria Street with one leg about 7 inches shorter than the other one. She must have looked a sight.
I tell you what, do you want a coffee?
Oh, that would be nice. I could murder a fag and all I've clean run out.
Well, go on, I'm listening then. What happened?
Well, apparently this Prince bloke who she's been knocking around with all night till she's scarbered's really got the odds for her. And he falls over her shoe, getting in the milk the next morning. Goes round every house, doesn't he?
No.
It's true, I tell you. Every house with this smelly old boot of hers trying it on all the skirt he can find.
Did he find her then?
No, of course not. He gave up after a week or 2. She got fed up waiting to be found and went up Greenham Common, where she's been ever since.
Well, I never. And I was going to ask you if I could go this year, but I don't think I'll bother now.
I don't blame you, girl. Well, look, it's been nice having this chat. I'll tell you what, I'll pop over next Christmas and we go up Brent Cross together, do our last minute. Well, look, ta-da then. Nice to have met you.
Mind how you go out there then, love, because it's ever so slippy down that path and I've told the girls.
at home she stayed that night, and Vera's warning heeded, safe in the knowledge that the prince's balls were the last things that she needed. Goodbye.
Tonight's 2 minutes 30-second theatre was produced and directed by Shirley Bassey.
Wonderful Radio London, biggest sound around Big L.